Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
All right, I want to try something. I'm going to say a phrase, and I'm curious how you'll react. Okay, here we go. 49ers pick in the third round. The odds-on favorite is that most of you guys cringed or were like, ugh, painful memories. There are so many misses. There's so many misses. All the running backs. Taking a kicker there. We'll see how that pans out. Cameron Latu, we'll see how that pans out. Jalen Hurd. There's a lot. And it's just like, ouch, 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 ouch. There's a lot of that. But here we are in the 49ers roster countdown, and we're at number 14, who's a third-round pick. And there's another player in the top 5 who's a third-round pick. And it's funny because the NFL draft is just such a mess, and we spend way too much time on it. But I can't help it. I'm an addict. You guys are too. You're here watching this countdown video. We did 91 videos. Who does 91 videos, a full episode on every freaking player? Nobody does, but we're fiends. It's who we are. We love this team. We are fanatics. We are fans. That's where the name comes from. And it is so easy to absolutely dive head over heels and just whatever this guy does, we're with him. And that's safety, second-year player, Ji'Ayir Brown. Goes by Tig, right? His nickname growing up was Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Bounces around all over the place, and it fits the way he plays. And I just absolutely love this kid and is everything that the Niners want embodied in a player. Now, shout out to my man Josh, executive producer of today's show. In 2023, last year, he came in 35, and we knew this was the 49ers redshirt program. And it's what they do. Well, how are red shirts taken away? Either somebody gets signed away or an injury. And in week 10, Talanoa Hufanga tore his ACL. Well, time to shine, young pup. Jumps in there, as Tig, proud of the nickname, and played awesome. And was it great the whole time? No. Did he have some learning moments, busted coverages? Yes, yes, yes. But continued to stand up and shine when the Niners needed him most. Got 2 interceptions, one of which was a game-winning interception, and the other one was in the Super Bowl. I mean, just awesome. He wears jersey number 27, 5'11", 200 pounds. That is exactly what the Niners want in one of these guys. Now, let's go to Shanahan and listen to him talk about him.
I'm pumped about Ji'Ayir. Thought he finished the year great last year. He's had a hell of an offseason. He's around here all the time. The guy lives football, and I'm pumped for him to go through this camp.
The guy lives football. He's 24 years old, and he's talked about once, his football career is over, which hopefully is a long ways away, he wants to be an NFL analyst. That's what he wants. You love that. He's from Trenton, New Jersey. What's up, Jersey peeps? Telecommunications major, so you like to see that. Went to Penn State. Josh, big Penn State fan, our producer, so he's got some background information on him, which he always kills it. Now, here's what's crazy. You look at just kind of what he was able to accomplish. Now, before he joined, Penn State, like, he spent his freshman and sophomore years at Lackawanna Community College. Like this dude had to fight and claw his way to where he is. Then he goes to, Penn State, which is a top-tier program for sure, with Franklin, the head coach there. But DBs is not what they're known for. Yeah, that's shifted. And so he's part of one of the guys that helped that take place. Him, Brisker, there's guys out there that have just done a good job from that safety position. And he had 16 career takeaways at Penn State. Ball hawk guy, 10 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries, 3 forced fumbles. Like, you love that. Was voted a team captain at Penn State. That's huge. Rose Bowl defensive MVP. That's huge. Showing up big in big moments. Look at the Super Bowl. 2-time captain in high school. I mean, he was awesome. Now, just look at what he's done since the 49ers traded up for him in the third round. Don't forget, playmaking ability, that showed right off the bat. Stepped in week 10, got his interception to seal the game. In the very first game, he got a couple snaps in some of the previous games, but when Hufanga went down, when an ACL's torn. Like, John Chapman, I could do the ACL test. It's relatively easy, and I can tell you it's over. And so, like, Hufanga's done. Like, you're out there, buddy. This is yours. Goes out there. I mean, just played awesome. Got another interception against Seattle. Then he had an interception in the, what's it called? Super Bowl. And we haven't even seen Ji'Ayir Brown and Talanoa Hufanga together. Like, we've only seen half the band. You know what I mean? We still haven't seen it. How great it could be. I hope it lasts longer than a year. I know Talanoa's in a, contract year, whatever else, but I just can't wait. And the personality of Ji'Ayir Brown, that's a huge plus. There's a video out there. You should go check it out. Just type in Ji'Ayir Brown Tesla. He recently this offseason went into a dealership to buy a Cybertruck. I don't know why somebody would want that big old piece of sheet metal. It looks gross to me, but kids are kids, whatever. So he goes in. He's ready to pay cash for this dang thing. He test drives it. The video is really fun. And then he calls his financial advisor, smart. And the financial advisor tells him, no, don't do it. It's not a good decision right now. And so he hangs up and he's like, no, my FA, financial advisor, said don't do it. Not in the cards. Walked away from it. Like, it's awesome. We always see superstars in these nice cars and whatever else. This is a kid that is somebody's telling him, don't do this. And he says, nope, can't do it. And walks away. I wish there was more of that. So championing strong financial choices from young guys. 24. Like, I don't know how much money you guys had when you were 24. I didn't have that much money. I don't have much money now. But yeah, it's nice to see just like, yes, this guy's going to have a bright future for himself and his family and all those things. And I hope more money comes, and I hope eventually he can buy the Cybertruck and whatever else if that's what he wants. But it was cool to see. He had 722 snaps last year, 176 on special teams, 546 on defense, lined up all over the place, 78 box snaps, 65 versus slot, 389 at that free safety spot. That was kind of where he was. And, in the Super Bowl, he had one interception, obviously, and 11 tackles. Dude was playing out of his mind. PFF grades last year, really good. For a rookie, 77.9 overall, great. 77.5 run, great. 74.5 coverage, great. I mean, come on. The dude had 16 tackles in the postseason, was all over the place. All of his PFF grades dipped. But you're playing against some of the best, and that's what happened. Now, we drafted him number 87 overall in the third round. 49ers gave up a lot because our pick was at 102. We jumped up. The 49ers jumped up 25 spots to go get him. They gave up a third, fifth, and seventh to the Vikings. Vikings got 102, 164, 222. They got Mekhi Blackman. He started 3 games for them last year. He's their nickel corner. They got Jaron Hall, 164. Backup quarterback, hasn't really panned out. And at 222, they got Dwayne McBride, a running back who got 0 snaps last year. So definitely the 49ers seem like, yeah, you paid a premium to jump up that far. You gave up 3 picks. But goodness, I would have paid more. I would have paid more. Knowing what we know now, would have paid more. It was awesome. His total stats, 35 tackles, 4 pass breakups, 2 picks. This is all regular season stats. Super Bowl stuff doesn't carry over. Did have 6 missed tackles and took some bad angles from time to time. That was the thing that we saw in college. Allowed 10 receptions on 16 targets. Not bad. Gave up a 62% completion percentage, 165 yards and 1 touchdown. Like, he's learning. And it's funny because he was asked this year if he's a vet and if he's helping the rookies because Ji'Ayir Brown's not there. Talanoa Hufanga's not there. Tayshaun Gibson's not there. Like, he is now the older player. He's not a vet. Vet doesn't come till year 3. But I thought that the question made sense. The wording was bad. But listen to just who this man is. Ji'Ayir Brown, when asked if he's a vet and asked if he's giving advice to the rookies.
That vet word, man. So many guys in this league that play way longer than me, just as much as me, less, so I don't approach the rookies like that, the vet style. I just try to preach the Niners culture, how they move here. And, do the best job I could in helping them grow in their careers.
Woo. Pushing off accolades and, putting on Niners culture. Like, how cool is that? That's a second-year, 24-year-old player that's a starter guaranteed. But, man, the humility and just the way he is able to, I don't know. That was beautiful. Like I'm just like, I remember watching that. That was during OTAs. And I was like, get this man in front of a mic more, please. Like, I love the way that it was like poetry. It was football poetry, right? I preach 49ers culture and just try to do whatever I can to help anybody else grow. And I was just like, more. Like, I love this guy. So it's fun to see him out there playing. He's been great through the preseason. He's been great in training camp. Seems like he's going to be here for a long time. We'll see. 49ers safety position doesn't get paid a lot of money, but I just so selfishly want Talanoa and Ji'Ayir Brown to be back there for 5 to 6 years, right? We get all the linebacker pairings, and we got spoiled there, with just linebacker greats. You can go back to the 90s. You can talk, obviously, Willis and Bowman. You can talk Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner. Like, I want this safety tandem. Like, I'm not saying they're on par with those guys. That's not what I'm saying. But I do want Ji'Ayir Brown and Talanoa Hufanga to be the safety tandem for the next 5 years. Like, can we just make that happen? Like, it seems simple, but Ji'Ayir Brown, you're the man. Comes in number 14 this year, and I'm just so excited to root for this kid for at least the next 3 years. And for us on the Niners Rush, we'll just keep counting them down.